Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with more Unreal World today, continuing our Caveman series. And here he is, weak with his two dogs, our caveman. And we're not at our normal cave. No, at the moment, we've scouted out a brand new one over here on the western coast, and we're hoping to do some seal hunting. Now, we're not getting into that right away because we're still waiting for the winter to thaw, the spring thaw to come, basically. We're not too far away, day one of the third week before summer season. So, I mean, we're essentially in the very early parts of spring now, and you can see temperature is about midway on the thermometer. We'll start to see a little red peek out over this, and eventually one day the ground is just going to turn green. So that's what we're looking for, and hopefully some of this ice will fade and we can reach the coast a little easier, because we're going to gear up for some hunting, guys. I'm going to make some javelins. I think we're going to need some throwing implements that I don't need to worry about too much, like retrieving arrows. But we're going to try everything we can to bag some seals, guys. We've come to this location here to set up a little smoking operation in the cave. We're going to build an oven or a stove and maybe attach a door to the outside here so that, like I say, we can smoke successfully. But I'm not tied to this location. In other words, if there's no seals at this spot, we'll just move farther north along the coast, until we find them. So that's what cave life is all about. They're abundant in this part of the world, luckily. So I think first things first, though, we can't give up before we've even started. So let's accumulate a few resources at this location. Probably tie up the dogs, let them get a little meal. It's been a while since they've eaten, but we did bring all our resources here and stuff. We're pretty loaded at this point. I mean, in terms of carrying capacity, not in terms of wealth. But anyway, guys, let's get started with today's episode. Oh, well, of course, I'm just going about collecting some rocks for the stove, and I've noticed a little visitor here, a big ermine. I guess he's not so little. Wow, I wonder if we could chase him around the cave. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if we could corner him inside the cave? He's looking at me. You seeing me there, buddy? I'm not gonna bother shooting at him. Okay, he's running now from us. I guess I'm hunting this ermine. Let's just see what this does. Where is he? I've already lost sight of them. They're quick and agile, those little guys, and small game like that is often pretty difficult to wear out, but I mean, it's entirely possible. Oh, there he is. Just popped into view. A little bit fatigued right there. Yeah, we need to chase him, and of course he's going into the thicker forest, so I'm gonna say no more playing around with the ermine, but he's welcome to come back, and like I say, he's invited into the cave. Maybe we can corner him there. But the dogs are just right here. You can see I've dropped all my meat and stuff, so they should be eating. Just go ahead and give them the order. There you go. Have yourselves a meal, boys. And I've located about 10 stones or so. I also found a tree trunk, which is important to have. We're going to need that for processing any skins if we come across them. And of course, we're going to need some firewood too at some point. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still need to find the stones. And I've cleared most of this mountain. Oh, look, here's 3 of them over here. Beautiful. I see another just north in the forest too. So we'll grab these and continue collecting. All right, I have gotten 35 stones, actually a few more than those. But first we are going to need to light a fire. So I'm going to drop some branches and a slender trunk right here. It's just too dark to see. Yes, start a fire there, please. There we go. Beautiful. So now we got a raging fire here inside the cave. I could also make a torch if I really wanted to, but this should last hopefully long enough. We'll see. He's not very good at building shelters, this guy. We have built an oven before, but I don't really remember how long it takes, or a fireplace. I keep calling it that, but oh, that's right. Shoot, I totally forgot. Okay, we got one more step. I actually have to build the ceiling and floor piece here. Oh, that's going to require some boards. Not a big deal. We do have, look at this, a tree trunk right here ready to go. I found a second one too, so we've got extras. All right, so now we've got some extra branches. Let's grab those for the fire. How many boards do I need for that? I can't remember. Let me find out real quick. Okay, I've gotten 6 boards, 2 slender trunks, and we should be able to make number 9, the ceiling and floor section. I'm going to aim it with the 7 button. There we go, right in the corner is where I want to put the fire. Takes a little, or yeah, the fireplace is going right here, so we just built it. We're tired. We need to rest, but oh damn it, I was going to say I will at least want to get it started before the fire goes out, but it just went out. Let's see, can we still build it? I did light a torch too. I think it went out as well. Okay, good. We are able to start it. There's a little bit of light left, but we're very tired. So you just drop to the floor. We're gonna have a nice little rest in our cave. Beautiful, and I guess it's light enough for us to continue. Let's go building. Pause. Look at that. We've done it. We've got our fireplace set up. Didn't take too long, did it? Really, the hard part is just finding 35 stones. But the good news is when you're in a mountainous region like we are, it's not that difficult. It's just making several trips to get them. So, well, we're off to a really good start. Now, of course, we've tested this in the other episode, but we definitely need to put a door onto the cave to be able to smoke in there. But of course, just having a nice little cozy fireplace is good too for our cave, even if we're not going to be smoking right away. But I mean, this time of the year, I don't even need to smoke anything. I'm just thinking forward in time. But ultimately, if the worst comes to worst and something goes wrong with the cave smoking, we can still smoke inside of the villages, actually, the NPCs. It's a little bit more convenient that way too, because they'll actually keep the fire stoked, so you don't have to come back day after day and continue to build the fire. But you know what I want to do right now, since we made a little progress on our cave, let's take a break from this and let's just hit up some of the coastline nearby. I know we've already explored it, but I actually want to zoom into the local terrain map, just like where we're at now. In fact, I think I'll leave the dogs here. Let's just grab... actually, I've got my food on me, don't I? No, I don't. What, am I out? Oh, yeah, the bag is empty. Okay, so I'll need to grab a little bit of meat from here. Excuse me, dogs. It's not all for you, so I'll grab a stack. We'll put that into the bag. There we go. Of course, I do this just for convenience sake. It's easier. It's less button clicks, I should say key clicks, whenever you just put it into a bag. And you can see instead of eating like 4 or 5 times, I just do it once and it's boom, he's full totally. All right, but anyway, I think I'm going to zoom out first, then move to the coast. And here it is. We'll zoom in. Now it is a little bit difficult. I guess I don't know. I honestly am no expert on seal hunting. I have hunted them in the past, but it was only out of a coincidence, the fact that I happened to stumble upon some, So in other words, I don't know if we're going to see their tracks out on the ice or inland maybe, but I'm just keeping my eyes open here. And of course, this time of the year, we can pretty much ski all over this ice. I don't want to do that, though. It makes me a little nervous being that far out, but skiing this close to the shore isn't a big issue. Okay, interesting. So I'm just going to continue to hug the coastline, look for anything of significance, obviously tracks and or droppings, and of course the animals themselves. It might also be beneficial to try and zoom back out and find a spot that is actually exposed to the water. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, see how thick this ice is? Man, you got to go all the way out here to get to the water. But sometimes you'll find little areas that are accessible by land and still have water year round. But, man, oh man, I just don't see any. No worries. That's what exploring's all about. So let's keep at it. Well, that was a long one there. I guess you could call it successful. I mean, I didn't really expect to actually see a seal. I was kind of hoping, against hope, but we found a couple interesting places. I just marked the green X's as sea rocks here. There's probably a lot more spots too along the coast. Basically, anywhere there's a mountain, I imagine there's probably some sea rocks, but I think those are going to be helpful. Maybe we can even get out there and set some traps on them. So I was thinking a punt is going to be very, very important for us to get our hands on. So we're right here. I think we're better off probably coming down to, what are these guys? The Sartola, yes. These folks here, in fact, these guys I've already visited. They have cows, bulls, dogs. So let's go see if we can afford a punt with the items we've got. Did I bring my... Yeah, the furs, actually, I dropped it with the food. That's right, I forgot about it. So I'm definitely going to bring the dogs for this one. Yeah, there we go. We'll bring our furs, our extra food, and we'll grab the dogs. There they go. Lady Anger. Come on, you two. Let's hit the trails once more in search of a punt. Just obviously, the reason I want the punt, which is a little boat, small boat if you're unfamiliar, it would be helpful instead of trying to swim to some of these little rocks out there. That'd be probably better. Less chance for us to drown, so that's always important. But all right, we're getting extremely tired, but we have arrived at our destination. So I might be better off getting up. Is it too dark to... Okay, there we go. Now we can see the villages. So there's another one to the south too, a little bitty guy, but let's pop in here. Just zoom around. I won't make you sit through this, but I'll go through their village buildings. Most places like this do have a random punt, but I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see. Well, unfortunately, they don't have one. But on the bright side, I mean, we're near more villages, so we're going to check those. But I also happen to locate a masterwork carving axe that I went ahead and marked along with the dogs, just because I don't want to spend any of, our trading goods on that right now. We're definitely just looking for a punt, but we'll come back here. Probably pick up that carving axe. That will be helpful because we are going to have to do some small amounts of building just to seal off our cave. But either way, we've got a second close by village. So let's go through and see what they've got. Ooh, a fine hunting knife. Dang it. See, I just want to go on a shopping spree. Oh, and I noticed this too at the other village. They have the ringed seal fur. So that's a good sign, I think, for our seal hunting. Okay, we're at the site of a new village. I haven't had any luck with the Sartola, so I actually decided to make the long trip south to the Drick. That's right. So you can see if we just scroll north real quick. This is where we were. It's not that far, but this was the site. Actually, no, this was the site we checked out together. Then I came to this area. I visited one more village here, found that they have sheep, so we're coming back to that one to buy those eventually. But I was like, you know what? Why spend the time searching all these villages when I know for sure where there are some punts? So we've come down here, not for the first time, but we're going to inspect this village right in front of me. There's two right next to each other. The Drick are amazing. They really are. If you want to trade, just come to them. You're going to find everything you need here, except the northern bows. You won't find northern bows here, but you'll find every other kind of bow, probably. Anyway, my first step is to ask about animals. Nope, no animals, not a big deal. That's not necessarily something the Drick always have, but let's just see if they have a punt. Aha, there it is, the very first Drick village. I knew it. And let me tell you something else. They've got some good stuff at this place. Look at this. Also in the stack with the punt, fine male hauberk. Okay, and a bastard sword. Yeah, sure, why not? There's a ton of other stuff here too, but we're here for one thing only. At least for now. We'll probably come back to the Drick in the future. If we definitely start downing some seals, oh yeah. This will be one of our prime trading targets. But either way, let's go ahead and grab this. Now, of course, with this little raft, it's not a raft, I should say, with this small little boat, we will need a paddle, but I'm just planning on making a paddle. So we picked up the punt. Darn it, I was worried about that. It's too heavy for me to carry. I mean, I can pick it up, but I can't move with it, although we can still trade. So let's see if we can do this trade here. Please take my furs. Let's just put all of them up. Oh, let me think again. Maybe I should pick up some other stuff here. Oh, wow. He's willing to just do one. I almost really overpaid. Okay, well, I got a better idea. On second thought, aren't there some arrows nearby? Let me grab this small, fine trident. That might actually come in handy when fishing, too. What about that? Is that going to make things a little bit more even? Actually, it's probably going to cost me a heck of a lot more. Yeah, it needs to be doubled. Oh, perfect. Pleasantly close. All right, let's throw in a little bit of branches. No, I mean meat. He's not going to take the branches. Oh, only a few more things. We'll throw in another 25 cuts. What do you think, buddy? Yeah. Oh, we've done it. We've got ourselves a punt. Shoot, I should just bought the paddle, too. No, you know what I do need, though, is a shovel. I wasn't really looking for a shovel, but now that I think about it, we've actually got a fur left here. And I got some leather, but I don't know, I'll probably keep that. You know what? Let me find a shovel, and maybe I'll grab a few other things. I don't know what, but some arrows, extra arrows. Maybe they got more tridents. I'll try and grab those. I don't really plan on doing fishing necessarily, so I have seen like fishing rod and stuff. I just really want to focus in on the seals. And so I feel like, hey, even if we get some extra tridents, maybe I'll start throwing those. It's got to be better than throwing javelins. Maybe not necessarily, though, except usually the javelins I throw were made by my own hand, and they're typically of very, very crude quality. Oh my god, guys, this has been a much longer search than the punt. I had to come to many villages, but I finally found a shovel, and it's a fine quality. I was hoping for that perfect shovel. It's one of the few items in the game where the masterwork level is described as perfect. You'll see perfect, or no, beautiful pots. But yeah, some items, like I say, will have that instead of masterwork, but I think it's essentially the same quality. But either way, it's not important. We've got a fine shovel now, so that'll make digging holes for pit traps super easy. Let's go ahead and grab the paddle too. I'll just see. I want to try this iron spectacle helm too, but no. We'll come back to this location. We'll come back to all these spots and do some major trading. But let's see. They do have dogs, so let's mark that. Very important. I always do this. Yes, you can see where we're at now here too. Whoops. I was up here initially, didn't find any shovels, came down, circled around through here, finally found one. So let's go ahead and trade for it, sir. What do you got? Please tell me you're willing to take my skin or fur. Just a few more things away. Beautiful. All right, so we will give him 25. Hey, look at that. That was straight, simple, to the point. I love it. This is my new favorite village of all time. Oh, yeah. It is hard going through these different buildings down here with the Drick because they've got tons of stuff, and I want to buy all of it. But either way, I think I've mentioned my obsession. Oh, my materialist obsession. There we go. Okay, so we've gotten what we want from this region. Now it's time to make that long trip back. I'm actually starting to reconsider our cave home, and I know I've already done that like 16,000 times in this series, but this one right here is great. Super close, but I actually think I kind of want to come to one of these that's inside the Seal Tribe's territory. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even make that call until the ice melts, you know what I'm saying? So I'll stop making premature plans and stuff. Let's just get back to our little cave on the coast. It's a nice cozy place, and we'll go from there. And we have made it to the cave on the coast. That's the new name of this place. I should probably mark it too, even though I mean it stands out pretty well when we see it on the map, but here we are, safe and sound. No, I don't want to climb. There we go. Yeah, this cave is a little bit awkward too, with that cliff right in the way and this like column of rock right here, but I'm not complaining. At least it's dry, relatively warm, place for us to sleep and stuff and accumulate our loot in this area. But as I mentioned, we're going to have several little homes along the coast here, and wherever we see the seals, that's where our real home is going to be. But oh man, we came away with a decent haul. We got the fine small trident, which I am willing to throw, and I'll probably make some javelins either way. We're going to need extras, but we should have picked up some arrows. I can always make some. Of course, we got the fine shovel, the paddle, and most importantly, oh, wait a second. Did I leave the punt behind? Oh, crap. I didn't get the punt, did I? No way. Oh, I did. Whew. Oh, there it is at the very bottom. I got scared for a second. I thought I had to leave it behind. Luckily, when we traded away those furs, that was a significant amount of weight, so I was able to actually start carrying it. Okay, whew. Man, I got worried I was going to have to go all the way back down there. But there it is, the punt at the bottom. Most important thing, especially for seal hunting. So, guys, I can't wait. I hadn't really intended this kind of challenge to be part of the scenario or the series right at the start, but now that I've talked about it, mentioned it, I've geared myself up and I'm pumped. So we've got just a couple more weeks before the summer season, so I think the next episode should fly by, and we're going to be into it, guys. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. Of course, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all on the next one. Hey everyone, I just want to give a personal thank you to my Patreon supporters. Their contributions help make my work possible, and I am tremendously grateful to them. I'd also like to extend an invitation to you to help support my work on Patreon as well. Your donations allow me to upgrade my PC and avoid the dreaded hardware despair. It also gives me more time to devote to new projects and create longer content such as live streaming. No matter what you decide, thank you for visiting my channel.